Greenhaven Correctional Facility is a maximum security prison in New York. The prison is located in the town of Beekman in Dutchess County. The New York State Department of Corrections and Community Supervision lists the address as Route 216, Stormville, New York 12582. This prison housed New York's execution chamber during the time the state briefly had the death penalty, but never used it, in the post-Furman era. 2-3, it was originally a federal prison and now houses maximum security inmates. Greenhaven Correctional Facility also operated a hot kosher foods program, but no longer does as of 2020. However, because of this, the prison had a large Jewish population. 5. Yale Law School operates the Greenhaven Prison Project, a series of seminars among Yale Law students in Greenhaven, inmates on law and policy issues concerning prisons and criminal law. 6. Greenhaven Maximum Security. Greenhaven Correctional Facility is a maximum security level facility for males. Former correction officer charged with using excessive force against inmate at Greenhaven Correctional Facility. Officer charged with criminal civil. Greenhaven Correctional Facility is a maximum security prison, located in the town of Stormville, New York, and is maintained by the Docks. Max Security Greenhaven Correctional Facility in Stormville, home to about 2,200 prisoners. A 36-year-old inmate convicted for predatory sexual assault and serving a 20 years to life sentence attacked and assaulted a female doctor at the maximum security Greenhaven Correctional Facility in Stormville. A prisoner, serving time for manslaughter and who was scheduled to be released in May, attacked and injured 3 officers inside his cell, and it eventually took 7 officers to get him under control and into handcuffs at the maximum security Greenhaven Correctional Facility. The inmate, still violently struggling with both officers, struck the second officer in the nose and bit his index finger, breaking the skin. Tormville. Members of the Corrections Emergency Response Team conducted a random search of inmates and their cells at the maximum security Greenhaven Correctional Facility in Stormville last week and recovered makeshift weapons and plastic handcuff keys. The operation was announced by the New York State Corrections Officers PBA. Greenhaven Prison, 40 inmates attack correctional officers, union says. According to a press release from the New York State Correctional Officers Police Benevolent Association, 6 officers were injured when a group of 40 inmates threw rocks and attacked officers on May 8. Corrections Officers Union says state must stop violence inside prisons. Stormville, violence inside the walls of the maximum security Greenhaven Correctional Facility is at an all-time high and the state must do something to curb it, the union representing corrections officers said Tuesday. Facts. As a baseline, the New York State inmate population has dropped from just under 55,000 in 2012 to just over 34,000 in 2020, he said. With that in mind, assaults on staff are up from 524 incidents in 2012 to 1,047 incidents in 2020. That is a 100% increase with 20,000 less inmates in the system. The state's prison department has completed a lockdown that began Monday at Greenhaven Correctional Facility during a comprehensive frisk that turned up contraband. 1 officer has been suspended at Greenhaven, according to Michael Powers, president of the New York State Correctional Officers Police Benevolent Association. He did not have details. The maximum security Greenhaven prison was placed on a complete lockdown order. An inmate from Greenhaven Correctional Facility was sentenced Thursday to an additional 2 to 4 years in prison for assaulting a correctional officer. According to the Dutchess County District Attorney's Office, Vernon Mingo, 39, pleaded guilty on October 3 to assaulting a correction officer at the facility. A 27-year-old inmate, serving a 25-year sentence for attempted murder at Greenhaven Correctional Facility, threw bleach on several officers and attacked another officer while being escorted to a special housing unit at the maximum security prison in Stormville. An officer was conducting an inmate count on a cell block when he was doused with bleach in the back of the head and neck. The inmate is serving time after being convicted in Monroe County for attempted murder, assault, criminal use of a firearm and criminal possession of a weapon. A Greenhaven correctional officer did not return to duty after she was attacked by a visitor on Friday. She suffered swelling to the face and jaw, a laceration to her thumb, pain to her right ear, right hip and knee, the union said. An inmate at Greenhaven Correctional Facility will face disciplinary charges after the prison received a package mailed to the individual containing more than a pound of synthetic marijuana, according to the New York State Correctional Officers and Police Benevolent Association. Officers at the prison reviewing incoming mail noticed the package addressed to an inmate with several cans of food inside and became suspicious. Officers opened more than 20 cans and discovered contraband in each one. That included 1.4 pounds of synthetic marijuana, typically referred to as K2, as well as 100 strips of sublingual narcotic and about 36 ounces of liquid believed to be alcohol. Brooklyn resident Oriana Lord was arrested attempting to bring marijuana into the Greenhaven Correctional Facility in Dutchess County. Photo credit, New York State Police. Dutchess County, and an officer at Greenhaven Correctional Facility in Stormville is facing felony charges after an unannounced contraband screening revealed she had nearly 20 pounds of marijuana in her possession. Oriana V. Lord has been hit with multiple felony charges after being busted with more than 460 grams of marijuana following a joint investigation involving police and the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision. Greenhaven correctional visitors caught with cocaine, marijuana and ecstasy. 2 women visiting Greenhaven Correctional Facility were arrested last week after they attempted to carry drugs into the prison, according to a press release from the state correctional officers. Greenhaven inmate chokes officer, 3 others injured. Tain is corrections officer at Greenhaven Maximum Security Prison was attacked by an inmate on August 23 and choked. In the melee, a total of 4 officers were injured. The inmate was released from his cell to go to lunch. When he was released from his cell, he was belligerent and screaming at an officer. Haven Corrections officers injured in inmate assault. 2 Greenhaven Corrections officers were injured Sunday, when an inmate pulled one of the officers into his cell and punched him several times, according to the New York State Correctional Officers. Former Greenhaven Correctional Facility officer Aaron Finn of Hyde Park was arrested on Thursday and charged with allegedly using excessive force amounting to cruel and unusual punishment against a restrained inmate. Allegedly struck and thrashed him, causing bodily injury to that inmate in violation of his rights under the U.S. Constitution. Greenhaven is maximum New York prison,